Welcome, fight fans. We are back into Inside One Muay Thai, where we have our betting odds. First, what I want you to do, if you haven't watched our fight predictions, go watch that. Secondly, log on to Fanduel and go to the search button. Look up One Championship, go to Mixed Martial Arts, and find all the lines that we're talking about to place your bets.
All right, we're back here at the Inside One Muay Thai, and Alec, it's time for the show where we get to predict what our betting strategies are in that one championship that's happening tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Super excited, man. If you didn't watch our previous video, I would go back before watching this one to watch our actual predictions on who we think is going to win. This show is all about the betting odds and who we're placing our bets on.
Yeah, so let's get started. We're going to start right off the bat with that main event. So the Jackie Buntan versus Stella Hemetsberger. This one opened at minus 260 with Jackie. I think we predicted around minus 365.
Yeah, I thought she would be favorited a lot more, but it's not bad. A minus 250 bet for Jackie Buntan. Probably wouldn't really take it money line by itself. Definitely a good leg though to add into some of those parlays, which we'll be giving you some of those. But that's not bad. Like a minus 250, I think is a good value for Jackie Buntan.
Yeah, again, we thought it was going to be a little bit higher. It has moved down to minus 250 currently. So just to kind of put that in perspective, if you're making a $10 bet on Jackie, you're going to win a profit of $4. So again, really depends on how you feel about it. We feel like she's going to be a strong, winner this one. But again, this is Muay Thai. Yeah. This is fighting. It's a lot different. Anything can happen at any time.
This is true.
So I'm with you. I probably don't bet this on the money line, but certainly in one of my parlays for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So let's take a look at the iwata versus Jordan estupinan. Again, we were at odds on this one. You like the iwata. I like the estupinan. Our prediction was iwata was going to be the favorite, minus 110. Unbelievable. Yeah. Iwata is minus 480.
Pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I thought he would be favorite, but Jordan Estupinan is still a very great competitor. And putting him at that much of an underdog, again, great value to have. Now, I still stand with iwata winning. Do I have some bets that have Jordan Estupinan in there? Yes, just because that value there of where he's at is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, so we think that's probably because, again, kickboxing, he hasn't had one-on-one championship. Yeah. That's iwata's strong point. And also he's last minute. So it makes sense, but this is where I love to make those value bets, like Alex said. It's a plus 360 on Jordan Estupinan, so you're betting $10 to get a profit of $36. So it's worth it because there are a really good chance, and in my opinion, I think Estupinan's going to win. But even if not, you're not putting a lot of money in to get more back.
Right.
So yeah, it makes sense.
And at least on the flip side, too, putting some money on the money line of iwata is definitely not smart. Just because Estupinan is a great competitor, and we thought it would be closer. And I think this is going to be a really good fight. So I have my bets going both ways. I have Hugh and some of my parlays to kind of just add some stuff to it, and then I also have Estupinan in some of my smaller parlays to create that value.
Yeah. So again, we're probably going to avoid the money line if it's iwata. If you like Jordan, like I do, I'm taking that money line. All right. One that's a little bit closer. Yeah. We got rambolek versus Dmitri kovtun. This one opened minus 132 with rambolek, plus 104. We had predicted about a plus 140 for Dmitri kovtun. So we're not too far off. This is what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, I had a feeling this was going to be a close fight. I think it's still going to be a great fight. Again, in the Muay Thai aspect, really anything could change. I'm really always been on the fence with this one. I did predict rambolek to win, but good value, kind of going both ways, right? Especially kind of later when we talk about the parlays we put together, or just some of the straight up bets. If your bankroll is a little bit higher and you do believe in rambolek, not a bad bet if you're betting a little bit higher, or even the other way, going to Dmitri kovtun, getting a little bit more for your money that you're betting him being the underdog, but I think this is going to be a very close fight. Really, anything could happen here. So
yeah, and to put it into perspective, again, a $10 bet on rambolek will get you a profit of $7.69, something like that. And a $10 bet would get you a profit of $10.80 for kovtun. So, like you said, I like Dmitri, and you like rambolek. This is one where you can bet either which way. You're going to get a good value on it. Certainly, if you're putting kovtun, which when we take a look at some of the parlays we like, you're going to get some plus odds.
Right. Makes it a little bit, makes it a little bit better.
A little tastier, a little salt on that meat. All right, so next one, bompare, kouyate versus shadow. This one, we nailed it.
Yeah.
Minus 165 is what we predicted. It opened at minus 162 shadow. Is now currently at 158, minus 158 for shadow. So again, pretty darn even.
Another close fight that I had a feeling this is going to be very good. Again, we were both in on it with shadow. Again, at a minus 158, not a bad bet. Maybe not taking money line just because not betting as much, but a great little add in there with the parlay. Same thing with bompare kouyate. I think he's going to be a great competitor, right? Just almost as the same closest level of the rambolek versus Dmitri. We're talking about bompare kouyate versus shadow. It's pretty close in how these are going to play out. I believe so. And again, just great bets, again, on both sides that you could interchange with, going back and forth. Either bet is not a bad bet.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Really close. Again, kind of put it in perspective again. A $10 bet with bompare would get you $13 profit. $10 bet with shadow, $6.33 as of current lines. Again, current lines can change at any time. But again, pretty close. Again, I like it. I like shadow, but man, it's going to be a great one. Yeah,
it's going to be a good one for sure.
Here's the one that really shocked me. Johan Ghazali versus Zakaria jamari. We predicted that Johan Ghazali would be the favorite. We said probably minus 220. Get this. It opens minus 750 for Ghazali. It is currently at minus 1,200.
That is absurd. I mean, there's no point in putting a money line on Ghazali. I think, like you were saying, like it just all heavily went on Ghazali. Like everyone just really favorited Ghazali. I mean, from 750 to 1,200 is just an insane jump there. It's almost makes no sense to really include him on these money lines. It's even hard to put him in a parlay, just because we do think this is going to be a pretty good fight between these guys. And again, in the 4-ounce gloves, anything could happen. And like just being like, oh, I'll just add him in because add some. I mean, that Zakaria jamari currently sitting at plus 750. That's hard to stay away from.
That's why this is one of those bets. So now let's put this one in perspective. Right. A $10 bet on Ghazali, you're going to get 83 cents. All right.
Yeah.
Put that into the coin purse, all right? A $10 bet on Zakaria jamari is going to get you $75. Do we say go for it? I mean, maybe.
Depends on how you bet and your betting strategies. If you'd like to bet that way and just kind of, hey.
But it's worth it.
It is worth it. We don't believe that it's going to be like
he's not going to run him over.
I mean,
it could happen.
Yeah, it could, but it also could go the other way. Like just like that, the other way could happen.
Well, Zakaria has that power.
He does. That's the thing. Yeah, it's not. He's not a chump.
No,
right? He's still a great fighter. For him to be at plus 750 in such a great matchup, I mean, it's there.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, even though we both in our prediction video both said, "Oh yeah, Johan Ghazali," we both had him. Even by KO, like. We did predict that, right? But now that we're looking at the lines, we're also like, okay, this could happen. But
and he's in some of my parlays.
Yes,
Zakaria, I put him in there because there's some big value if you hit that one.
Big value.
All right. And then our MMA fight, our special, again, we cover MuayThai. That's what we like to promote. But it's hard not to take a look at this one. Adrian Lee versus ruotolo. Again, ruotolo making his MMA debut, fighting Adrian Lee, which again, this seems so lopsided.
Yeah,
to
3-0 in
us.
MMA.
That's all he's
Adrian
fought.
Lee, yeah, it's all he's fought since a kid. And then you have ruotolo, again, an amazing grappler, 8-0 in one championship for submission grappling.
Right.
No MMA fights yet. Like, just the lines are.
Yeah, so we predicted
yeah.
minus 220 for Adrian Lee. So we said he's going to be favored. It's going to be a pretty decent favorable odds. Boy, were we wrong.
Yeah.
It opened at plus 194, and it's currently still at plus 194 for Adrian Lee. So that means he's the underdog in a sport that
he's dominated so far. We both had him first or second round knockout.
Mm-hmm.
So our prediction is at least correlating with this pick.
Yeah.
We think that's an amazing money line pick. I have him in a lot of my parlays. If it doesn't play out the way we do it, that stinks. Yeah, I'm a little bit in trouble. I just think that's a great value there for someone who's dominated MMA so far in one championship against someone who's making their MMA debut. I mean, it's just different. It's way different world in there when you're in the cage and you're getting punched instead of used to not punches at all.
Right. I agree. And so when we see something like that where we're like, oh, this person's going to be the favorite and then they're the underdog, it just smells like a really good value bet that we believe. But again, like Alex said, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket with somebody like Adrian Lee.
Like I did.
But we also talked about it right before this that, hey, we need to take a look at this because we need to hedge our bets, right? We don't need to have him in everything because if that happens,
most of our stuff,
all of our stuff is gone. And so we don't want to do that. So
a great one to include for sure. I would definitely have him either take him straight up, great value, include him in some of your parlays depending on how much you are betting and how much you are doing. I would include him in one if you're doing two of them. All up to you there. We're just kind of giving you our look at the aspects of what we got.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to have a little fun. We're going to do a little bit of our parlays. So, Alec, I'm going to start with my two-leg parlay again. This is one that I am betting. This is one that I hope comes out. And again, Adrian Lee and Jordan Estupinan. So a $10 bet will get me $125.24 if that were to happen. Again, that's what I'm doing. I think it has some flair. It has certainly some odds that I like, giving me plus odds on both ends.
Right, yeah. No, my two-legger, I'm with you on one, right? I got Adrian Lee, of course, on the plus side. And then I threw Jackie Buntan in there, right? At a minus 250, getting that plus 194 for Adrian Lee, and then throwing in that minus 250 favorite for Jackie Buntan. Just putting that together, a $10 bet gets you a good value of $31.16, right? Not as big as your $125 win, but it's great value, right? Great value there. You have Adrian Lee, who's a great competitor, and then Jackie Buntan, who we thought was going to be favorited a lot more, is favorited a lot less. Same thing here with Adrian Lee. Someone that we thought would be favorited is not even favorited, and he's the underdog. So there's my two-leg parlay that, hey, I'm hoping that plays out because I'll take that.
I hope it works out for you too. Now let's get a little more risky and just have a little bit more fun. Talk to me about your three-leg parlay that you like.
Three-leg parlay. I have corresponding parts, so if this doesn't play out, I still have Jackie Buntan in there, right? She's in most. I'm very heavily on her to win this world championship. And then I have the two ties, Shadow and Rambolek, right? They're both favorited, right? But it's smaller. It's not like Johan Ghazali minus 1,200, Shadow at minus 158, Rambolek at minus 130. Throw them together with the minus 250 of Jackie Buntan. You get a $10 bet turns into $30.40. Again, a nice little three-leg parlay that I think is going to hedge out. Again, you could go either which way, but you can throw a little bit more on it if you want, but there's my little three-leg parlay.
Yeah, and I get always a little bit more outrageous. I like the plus money. I like, putting a little in and then taking that big piece of cheese.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more the safe player.
Which is great. And that's the kind of great things that kind of helps with both of us to be able to kind of balance that out, right? Well, mine, I went Adrian Lee. So, again, Adrian, if you lose this fight, I'm gonna have to hit you up for $20. No big deal. Yeah. I got Lee, Estupinan, and Kovtun, which again, these are all the ones that I thought when we did our predictions show. That $10 bet will get me $271. Again, big piece of cheese. I'd like to see it. I think it's worth it for the $10. And
yeah, again, those are like for the $10 for that bet. It's not bad. Yeah. Adrian Lee, Kovtun, and Estupinan. Obviously, I disagreed on the Estupinan. I also disagreed on the Kovtun, but I was a little bit closer with that one. I did go back and forth with that one. It's not a bad bet for the value you are getting. It's like you said, that is a big piece of cheese.
Yeah. So, but we did come up with one that we're going to call our official Inside One Muay Thai 2-leg parlay. Actually, it's a 3-legger that we went with Jackie Buntan, Johan Ghazali, and Shadow.
Everyone we all agreed on.
Yeah. So these are ones that we both agreed on. A $10 bet gets you a $14 profit. Again, not a lot, but again, it's
a winner.
It's a profit.
It's $14 profit. Not bad. Someone that we always agreed on. Obviously, you have Ghazali in there at that minus 1200. Might not seem worth it to you, but it's just someone that we do think will win, and just add a little bit to it to make it a 3-legger. Of course, the Jackie Buntan. I have in all 3, so Jackie, please.
$20.
Yeah, $20. No, we have Jackie Buntan again. Again, we just thought she would be a lot more favorite and think it's good value. And then Shadow, right? A great all-around fighter. I think he's going to come out and show out.
Yeah. All right, so what should they do? They should probably hit that subscribe and
They should definitely hit that subscribe button. Keep those notifications on because One Championship is having these fights all the time.
Yeah. Share it with your friends. We appreciate it. Come back here. We're going to talk about our results after the fight. Again, that's tonight, 8 p.m. Central. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. One Fight Nights 35 from Aaron and Alec. Thank you for watching.